Good morning, students. Here is the numerical question which is related with the Kirchhoff's law. We will solve this question to understand the Kirchhoff's rule, both the rule KCL and KVL. First of all, we have to distribute the current in the different arm. So here is the distribution of current from this 10 volt cell. Current I is emptying out and reaches to the point R. I have named the junction A, B, C, D, E, F and then P, Q, R, S. So current from 10 volt cell, I current is reaching to R, and here it is divided into two parts. I1 goes towards 100 ohm resistor RS, and rest part I minus I1 is moving along A and passing through 100 ohm resistor connecting between AB. Now at B, what will be the distribution of current? I minus I1 is reaching to B, in which I let I2 moves along upward along B to F. So what current will pass through this 100 ohm resistor connected between BD? So how to distribute here? Let along BD, let the current goes is X. So according to Kirchhoff's current rule, total algebraic sum of the current meeting at the point will be 0. So from A to B, the current is I minus I1, and it is going towards the junction, so it will be positive. And from B, I2 is moving away, therefore it will be minus I2. And here X current, I have supposed here that X current is moving from B to D, therefore it is moving out of the junction, so it will be minus X, and according to Kirchhoff's current rule it will be 0. Algebraic sum of current meeting at this point is equal to 0. So what will be X? X is equal to I minus I1 minus I2. I minus I1 minus I2 will move along BD. So here I have written I minus I1 minus I. Now at D, what will happen at D? How you will solve? How you will take the current? From this side it is coming I minus I1 minus I2, and from here it is coming I1. So sum of these two current will move in the arm DC, and therefore in the arm DC, what will happen? I minus I1 minus I2 plus I1, this current will move along that direction. Or you can let here the current is Y, so then it will be Y minus Y, and if you calculate equal to 0, here this 2 is equal to 0, algebraic sum of all the current meeting at point D, that will be 0, and Y the current in the section DC. Therefore after solving you will get I1 cancel, I minus I2 is equal to Y. This is the current passing in the section DC. Now come to point B. From here I2 is moving along this direction. What will happen here? I2 current will be divided into two parts here, as the resistors of the voltmeter is this 400 ohm, and this resistor is also 400 ohm. So in the both the arm same resistors are connected, so I2 will get divided into two parts. I2 by 2 will pass through this arm, and I2 by 2 will pass through the voltmeter. Now this is all about the distribution of current in different branch, how to distribute the current. Now come to the solution. Next is here we are applying KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, to the meshes. These are the meshes. So first let the FECBF here, FECBF in this loop. In this loop we are considering the voltage law. What will happen? According to sign convention, product of current and resistor in the direction of current is taken to be negative. That is why we are moving along this direction. Here is the I2 by 2 and resistance is 400 ohm. So it is in the direction of, we are moving in the direction of current, therefore it will be minus I2 by 2 into 400 ohm in between F to E and come to C. If E in the arm AC, EC, there are no resistance, therefore there will be no drop in voltage. Now from C to D there is a resistor and current is I minus I2 into 200, and we are moving opposite to the direction of current. So it will, product of current and resistance, it will be positive, and therefore it is plus I minus I2 into 200. And after D to B you will get, again it is a positive, plus I minus I1 minus I2 into 100, and as we have reached to F, therefore we know that product of current and resistance or voltages in a closed loop, that will be equal to 0. Algebraic sum of the voltages in the closed loop, that will be 0, and therefore it is 0. And after solving we will get this one, and we will get I is equal to 3I minus 5I2. This is equation 1. Now come to next big loop. In this loop we will A, B, D, C, Q, P, A. In the loop A, B, D, C, Q, P, A, we will consider the Kirchhoff's voltage law, and we will take the product of current and resistance opposite. If we are moving in the direction of current, then the product of current and resistance will be negative. If we are moving opposite, then it will be positive. Here you can see we are moving in the direction of current everywhere. So all the product of current and resistance will be negative. So here it will be I minus I1 into 100. It is minus I minus I1 into 100. Here I minus I1 minus I2 into 100, it will be also negative. I minus I2 into 200, it will also negative. Here negative, negative, negative. Now come to here. In the cell we know that while moving from terminal, the last terminal sign is taken. Here we are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal, therefore its EMF will be taken as positive. So here 10 volt is taken as positive. And after solving we will get 4I minus 2I minus 3I2, 4I minus 2I1 minus 3I2 is equal to 1 by 10. This is equation number 2. Now come to the next loop. As we have three variables I, I1 and I2, so we have to make three equations. So we have made two, and now next, for the next equation we are taking A, B, D, S, R, A. This is a small loop. So in this small loop, again here the product of current and resistance between A and D will be negative, and between B and D will also be negative. Only product of current and resistance between S to R, it will be positive, because we are moving opposite to the direction of current. So I minus I1 into 100 minus, it will be minus I minus I2 I minus I1 into 100 minus I1 minus I2 into 100, and this will be positive from here to here. So this is positive 100 into I1 and equal to 0 using KVL. So third equation will be 2I minus 3I1 minus I2 will be equal to 0. Now substituting the value of I1 from equation 1 into equation 2, we will get, after solving, the equation 4 minus 2I minus 7 I2 is equal to 1 by 10. This will be 4 if you are putting I1 in this equation. Now come to put it I1 in equation number 3. After solving, we will get I is equal to 2I2, that is equation 5. Now using equation 5 and 4, we will get I2 is equal to 1 by 30 ampere, and therefore potential drop across this voltage, potential drop across this voltmeter is given by V is equal to IR. I is I2 by 2 into R is 100. So 1 by 2 into I2 we have got 1 by 30, 1 by 2 into I2 into 400, 1 by 2 into 30 by 400, so it will come to 20 by 3 volt.